There is a woman at my gym who is always very friendly and chatty in the locker room. But the problem is she does this while not wearing any clothes.
I thought this was a family show, Robin.
Back Fran Harris to GMT. How are you?
I'm good. Where's my popcorn, dude?
Listen, if you do a good job on this interview, you get some popcorn. That's the deal.
That's the deal you make with your nuggets. Ow! Hi, everybody. Fran Harris along with former UVA star Lauren Moses. And Lauren, this is a Boston College team that lost a tough game on the road at Virginia Tech, lost a substantial lead in the third quarter. But if there's one player that can get them back on track, it's Michaela Dickens.
How do you help someone celebrate Valentine's Day after a divorce?
Love this question. Don't do the things that you and your spousal equivalent did. Don't go to the same movies. Don't listen to your song. Don't go to your restaurant. This is a nice time to have that Sex in the City moment. So get your girlfriends, go to happy hour, and just celebrate love. It doesn't have to be a holiday about lovers. It can just be a holiday about just celebrating you and what's great about you. It's been about a month, and I'm back in Stratford, Connecticut to check in on David and Melanie. I want to make sure David's stepping up to the plate more as a leader in the home. So you've been out of the game for a while. What happened? So many people will just think they can keep going and work themselves out of depression. And I've never known that to work. So good for you.
Sport and family are two things that have helped define Fran for her entire life.
I didn't start playing basketball until I was 15 years old. My senior year, we ended up going 34-0 and becoming the NCAA's first undefeated women's national championship team.
She followed up her college career with a championship as part of the WNBA's Houston Comets.
What do you say to a coworker or a friend who had a miscarriage?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I think the thing you don't say, and even if you've been there, is, I know how you feel. Because you really don't know how people feel, even if you've had a similar experience. I think just being there to listen. Sometimes people really underestimate the power of just being there for someone.
Harris has just been named as a finalist in a competition that started with 15,000, all vying for a job on ABC's Good Morning America as advice guru.
What about sex and drugs? Those are the kinds of things that impact your life. Not today, okay.
Not today, exactly.
Talking about that.
You know, here's the sex talk in my house. No sex. That was the talk my mother had with me at 12.
Same here.
That's not how you empower kids to make good decisions. When it comes to sex, when it comes to drugs, you have to talk to them about what they're experiencing. You know that when we were growing up, it's a completely different world now. And to say no sex, no drugs is really setting you and your kids up for failure. And I think the most important thing is to keep the conversation open. Don't assume that this person is not feeling something for you, Rob. I see the way you're looking at me. And don't assume that they're not. So just have a very open conversation about it. But the packaging looks like it's from 1978, in my opinion. Annie's is killing it. We see that. What kind of promotions, taglines do you guys have that's going to compel the consumer to grab yours versus theirs?
That it's just smart marketing and smart business by Barack Obama.
Absolutely. It's a great comparison to Steve Jobs. I mean, 2 years ago, Brian, nobody even knew who this guy was. It wasn't until I saw him on Oprah that I had any sense for who he was. I didn't know he was a senator. But that shows you the power of marketing and branding. Sports and fitness themed restaurant that features healthy wraps with organic ingredients that customers build themselves.
So I was thinking about how much I hated your pricing at first. And then I thought, hell, let's just go for it.
Can any situation be repaired?
I think there are resolutions to any problem. I really do. And sometimes it's not going to be the one you want. I mean, if you came to me and talked to me about your nugget, there's some things you're not going to want to hear. There's some things that your nugget might be very, more inclined to.
You need to go and advise my nugget.
So for your family to eat, your hustle has to be radically different. If you don't change, your family does not eat. Say that. If I don't change, my family does not eat, because that's where we are. But parents are constantly saying, oh, I feel so guilty. Oh, this was a bad thing to do. The only thing you can do as a parent is really put forth the best effort. Put your best foot forward every single day. Your kids will forgive you when you screw up.
Oh, you sure about that? I'm not so sure
They'll
about that.
forgive you when you screw up. And more importantly, if you're accountable, if you say, I'm sorry, and hey, mom messed up, you'll be amazed at how much respect you get from your kids.
She talks with her mouth full of food, spits, puts her hand in other people's food. This is disgusting. Picks her teeth and belches during our lunch.
And I got this question because what? I'm just asking. I'm just saying.
Sloppy eaters in Texas.
Let's get
Fran all the really disgusting questions. So what do you guys think when you see these old pictures?
We were living like prospectors.
That is some scariness right there.
Yeah.
That is just insane.
It's the bathroom.
I thought I was going to have to sign a release to go in that bathroom.
And this is the virtual social box.
Do you guys have any gallon-sized wine glasses?
Listen, if you don't own the company, don't act a fool. That's the best advice. If you don't own the company, don't act a fool.
My concern about Mark's business is that I don't know what the hell it is. We are talking about how to write a badass screenplay.
Shark Tank's back in business. This is what I can't believe.